Hi guys, welcome back to Entertainment Talk, another video from me. This one's going to be my first attempt at a vlog. I've never tried one of these before. I've had it on my mind to try them a couple of times, never quite got around to it, but I assume it won't take too long. I don't have a ton to say, but I have a few things. So this is, I've seen vlogs before, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Just talk about what's happening with Entertainment Talk, what I've been playing, what I've been watching, just basically like kind of what's going on. So I made a couple of notes, like what's happening with Entertainment Talk. So today, myself and Robert, who you guys may know from Xbox The All-in-One podcast, which is posted on Mondays, recorded on Sunday nights, and then but because I don't want to stay up until, you know, very, very late, I edit and upload that on Mondays. So have a look for that. Anyway, him and myself are going to be doing the second episode of Entertainment Talk TV, which when it was released on iTunes and I checked it, it came out and just said TV #1, so I'll go back and look to change that. But yeah, it's called Entertainment Talk TV. It's basically just where me and Robert talk about TV we've been watching and kind of what's coming up. It won't be every single week because I just don't have quite that much to say in terms of like a full-on podcast thing, but it wasn't when I came up with the idea of it, and it's not like an original idea. I've seen this on other places before. Basically just like once every few weeks, every 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks, once a month, at the most every like 2 months, so that's kind of where that's at. Yeah, that's kind of when we aim to record them. We'll be recording today around 3, and I'll be uploading basically straight after. So I'm not sure how long the episode will be. That's the thing with podcasts, is you never know, like, unless you have an absolute ton to talk about. Like I was on, this is I guess maybe a little shout out to David, who runs a website called Geekdown, which is where you can find TV news and air updates and things like that. I was on his Geektown podcast recently, and we was talking about all the stuff that happened at Comic-Con, like most of it, and that's one of them podcasts where you look at the amount of notes you have and you just know it's going to take quite a while. But like, for example, the first Entertainment Talk TV me and Robert did, I kind of came up with some notes. I said to him just before we recorded, I was like, I don't know how long this will take, I don't know how long we'll talk about each specific thing. There's something wrong with like the sound on here at the moment, so if you're hearing like a crackling noise like that, I do apologise. It's just for when people are coming online, because it's connected to the Xbox app thing. Because yeah, I did a trailer reaction earlier for a trailer, which you can go and check out on the website. And what I had to end up doing, I don't know, maybe this laptop's getting old or something. It's still running. It has days where it runs extremely well, and it has days where maybe I just try and do too much. I didn't have much open, but I had the trailer running on the screen, then had the camera app running, and it just like couldn't take it. It's fine usually when me and Robert record the Xbox podcast. Usually that's just Audacity and Skype, and that seems to work okay. So I'm not sure if it's to do with like, because I have a full video running, because I think with Skype, maybe this is just my guess, but if you turn off both cameras, because we don't really need the cameras because it's an audio podcast, sorry about that, so maybe that helps it run better, or maybe it's because it has like, it's recording a video and playing one, it like can't quite take that. I don't know why. It used to be able to do that. I don't do it very often, so maybe it's just not used to it. You'll find sometimes with technology and stuff that systems and stuff just need to get used to running things. Like when I run Twitch for Let's Plays, if I haven't done one for a little while, it will maybe cut out, but then if I start doing them a bit more regularly, which I try to do them as regularly as I can, it will seem like it's getting more used to it because I'm running it more regularly. So I don't know, keep that in mind when you're running programs and things like that. yeah, so me and him are recording that today. I'm doing this vlog, of course, and then I've just done my trailer reaction. I'll try and I still have some saved footage from some Overwatch Let's Plays, so I'll try and post those tomorrow, because that's when on the schedule they're due. I keep forgetting what I have on the schedule, and it seems to be like not buried, but I guess I should just use the categories as they're used and just click on schedule. But no, I'm finding it tough to like stick to that schedule. Maybe I need to like rearrange things or something. It will be when October hits and when we get all the DC shows back, and I'll be doing the DC TV podcast, which might be with Robert, I'm not sure. It might be with Sophie as well. She's been on the Walking Dead podcast. In terms of that, hopefully we're doing another one of those soon. For the season 7 preview, because we still got, I think it's like 10 or 11 weeks until season 7 of The Walking Dead. But yeah, hopefully we can arrange to do a preview podcast for that, because I certainly have some things to say which I won't save here. I won't say here. I'll save them for the actual podcast. But yeah, check us out on iTunes as well, and just type in Entertainment Talk. It'll be the first thing that comes up. Well, one of the few things. What else did I have noted down here? What I'm currently like playing and watching. So I just finished, I think it was about a week ago, I mentioned this on the podcast, the Xbox podcast. Finished Mirror's Edge, so I'm kind of pushing that aside for a little while. I'm currently going through Batman Arkham Knight on New Game Plus, which is a lot easier once you have, because it's basically all the upgrades you had at the end of the game, you basically carry them to the start of the game. You don't have to get all the regular trophies again, and you just basically can run through the story. I'm not sure if it has all the other side quests with like the Nightwing and Penguin storyline or all that stuff. I'm not sure. I'll know when they start popping up in the story. I'm trying to do more Twitch streams, but I don't know, to do like a full, even like an 8 or a 5 hour campaign, and to Twitch stream it all and then upload it as like a whole series walkthrough, just feels kind of maybe like stressful at the moment, so I'm not going to attempt to do that. I'm just going to like keep throwing like 15-minute Overwatch Let's Plays and Star Wars Let's Plays, even though the start of those get muted, the Star Wars ones, so that's very unfortunate. It's obviously because there's intro music, Star Wars and stuff, it's copyrighted, so I didn't get any trouble necessarily. It's just Twitch actually muted that out of the video, so yeah, YouTube wouldn't be able to, I don't think they'd be able to claim the copyright thing for that, because it wouldn't actually be in the video because Twitch muted it. But the problem was it also muted me for the first 2 minutes of the video, so yeah, everything I said was unfortunately lost. I have been looking into getting a capture card so that I can kind of run it as a backup, and if Twitch decides to mute things like that, I can kind of maybe control it from a capture card, but they're more expensive than what I thought they were, so yeah, maybe like next year or something, I'm not sure. And I'd have to make sure I get the right one and make sure it works properly and stuff. So that's something I need to look more into. Just a couple more things. If any of you guys, I need to start plugging my Patreon a bit more. People have said like don't plug stuff like that too much, but I've not really been plugging it much. I just keep forgetting whenever I record stuff, so I noted it down. If you go to patreon.com/entertainmenttalk, I'll put a link in the description. You can go there and look at the rewards for different reviews and things like that, so go and check those out. Please read them carefully though, because some of them are similar but a bit more specific, so go and check those out. Or if you don't have anything you'd like me to review, you can just donate $1 a month, and if people start requesting ad-free podcasts, I know how to do those. I'm just not going to put the effort into doing them until people actually want them. So yeah, that's like a thing that I can do. I've done it before, but it takes some effort, like more than I kind of have time for. So if people requested those more, I would like actually go and do those. So it's not really trouble if people don't want them. But yeah, go to Patreon and maybe redeem some rewards, or not some, you can just run one reward if I can speak properly. or yeah, you can just donate $1 a month, which I think is like 90p or something like that. I donate $1 a month to a few Patreon people, and it often comes out as 90p. So yeah, keep that in mind. But yeah, please go and check that out. That's where, because rather than you messaging me on Twitter or wherever, or in any comment sections and saying, can you review this, you do have to go on Patreon and redeem those. So yeah, keep that in mind. But I think that's about it. Yeah, that's the last thing. Good lengthy, I guess, vlog for my first one. I don't know how often I'll have these. Maybe I was thinking of doing them weekly, but I don't know if I'd have enough new stuff to tell you guys about. Like, I'd have enough recurring stuff, but instead of me just recording a video and saying we're recording this again this week, it's the same stuff as last week, but just new weekly stuff. Maybe like once a month or something. So I'll maybe see you guys again in September for another vlog. I'm trying to speak too quickly, which I shouldn't. But yeah, thanks everyone for listening. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. If you have any feedback or anything, put them in the comments or on Twitter or anything like that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and enjoy the content I'm releasing today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.